Howdy y'all, and welcome back to Cowboy Life Simulator. We are back here for a beautiful new day, and look at all of these wonderful crops that are sprouting up. We've got some grapes that are almost done. Obviously hemp grows like a weed. We've got some radishes or turnips or whatever the heck that is. Sunflowers are coming in, so lots of stuff to take care of here on the home front, and a whole lot more to take care of in town. It's Friday, so we want to make sure we take advantage of everything we can. I actually might leave that for right now. We could kind of take care of that later, because I want to maximize our daylight. So I took a day, I re-upped all of our wood and everything, chopped down a bunch of trees so we could keep our productions going. We did add some extra crates out here, so this is where we can keep additional fruits and vegetables and stuff once we harvest them. So if we want to use those for recipes or for sale. We've also got these guys here, so these are going to be crates for sale. Anything that we make that we want to get out into the world to take it to town to be able to finish, and not finish, but to be able to sell really is going to go in there. So we've got 10 chairs here good to go. We've got a bunch more buckets good to go. Let me grab some more of these so we can keep these things working while we're gone. No space for chair, but we can add a couple of buckets here. Should be doing pretty well over here too. So we do make crates over here. I just feel like we use crates more. Technically we could make chairs over here, but chairs and crates both have the same. Oh, actually, you know what? Chairs have lesser weight. Interesting. So maybe we want to stop making as many crates.
That's enough.
And we want to focus on chairs because that'll be a little bit easier for us, but it's not going to make that much of a difference. So yeah, we are going to be going into town today. We're going to see what we've got going on. We got a bunch of buckets here that we're going to want to throw in. I did end up finding our extra lantern too. I don't know if you guys remember from a couple episodes ago. I'm going to put some extra stuff in here for right now just to kind of save us a little bit of space. But we lost our lantern. I had to buy another one. It was over in the trees from when we were foresting one night, so I'm glad we got that thing back. Got some ridiculously full pockets here, feeling like Rome at the end of Too Fast, Too Furious. Now, we did get a new update to our current main objective that we're going to be taking on today. So Digby had told us that he was going to try to think about how we could get some dynamite. He said, I've been thinking, even though the mines are now closed off, maybe Daniel Maxwell had some dynamite stashed near the house. He liked to blow stuff up from time to time. Perhaps this is a lead you could check out. So we know that the Maxwells do have dynamite. It sounds like we could go perusing around their house and potentially steal it. Or, of course, we know that we've got that main objective. Josephine Maxwell had a missing thing from her tailor. So I kind of want to go the tailor route. I like her. She's been good to us. I want to be good to her. And it sounds kind of fun to figure out where this undelivered item from the tailor is. So I can't remember if we had a weapon being upgraded or anything. How you doing? Good to see you. Let me see your stock. Okay, I'm gonna sell you everything that I have here. Your boy was grinding the last, really it's 24 hours of in-game time. We were literally just getting everything restocked. I do want to start taking a better look at our strategy in terms of crafting items. There might be higher quality items we could start working towards. I want to look at like the stone and stuff like that. I also really want to look at food. I feel like our food and water situation is never really that great. I feel like we're far enough along we could eat stuff that isn't berries. But we've got 125 bucks now, so that's pretty good. Our Dusty Revolver level 5 is ready for pickup. Okay, I'm going to take that. Can I upgrade it again? It's going to be $22. Yep, sounds good. Okay, we're going to keep upgrading that thing over and over. Obviously, we've got our Winchester here, which has served us well so far. Make sure this thing stays reloaded, and we're going to have to go intimidate a tailor and see what we've got going on. Excuse me, sir. What'd you do with Miss Maxwell's goods? That damn thing again, dear Lord, I explained it to her already. My courier was robbed while delivering the dress, and now she's acting like it's my fault. With her crime rates, it's hardly unexpected. I don't like the fact that I'm still being pestered about it. What kind of a weirdo bandit steals women's dresses? And now we're being judgmental, are we? Well, maybe they like my craftsmanship. Who was it? But I didn't. Come on, let it out. Well, in that case, I'll tell you and hope you can keep the promise. This is a delicate matter. It was Diablejo. He forced me to do it. I was fishing the other day when suddenly he appears, and you know what he is? All flamboyant and fancy looking, like a circus star out of a nightmare. Lace, rings, that painted smile. There's madness behind them eyes. So I figure if I flatter him a bit, maybe he'll let me go. Told him I'm a tailor. Suddenly, he's all interested. Told him I had this Maxwell's dress commission. He wanted me to describe it to him in great detail. Second later, he's got a pistol pointed at me, laughing. He goes, "No way that slaver B is going to wear that dress, not on my watch." I had to quickly come up with that courier story. He wanted to keep the commission, you know, money's short, nobody's buying any clothes, and that's it. We agreed on the day I would send the courier, and gone he was. Interesting. Appreciate you telling me. It was quite a burden. Where might I find him? How should I know? He's got a bounty on his head and he knows how to avoid people looking for him. I don't know. Ask the bartender. You have to figure out the rest for yourself and be warned. He is very dangerous. Interesting. Okay, I do want to see, do you have anything else that we could purchase right now? I think we have all this, right? Ranger trousers, elegant brown jacket. Yeah, we're looking pretty good there. Okay, we're going to go talk to the bartender. So Diablejo likes women's clothing. This is an interesting twist I wasn't ready for. Should be easy to pick out if we ever see him from a distance. Let's see what we've got going on in here. Hey, bartender. Ever heard of Diablejo? Ha! Do you live under a rock or something? Everybody knows him, or to be more precise, everybody heard about him. He's quite famous. Even made it to national headlines a couple of times. I'm looking for him. You and many a bounty hunter, and a lot of them paid a dear price. I think this is one of those better left alone cases. If you're looking for a bad time, I'd suggest the old monastery. From what I hear, Diablejo and his odd ilk hang out around there sometimes. That's where you'll find him. Go ask the priest. I think he went there some time ago. Okay, sounds good to me. We could do that. And to be honest, I think I'm going to buy some 45 hunger and thirst. Dude, a coffee shot? Hold on. I didn't know we could have these. Okay, I'm going to buy quite a few of these. It's nice having money to be able to spend. I'm going to do scrambled eggs. I mean, we could just buy things, I guess. I'm going to get a couple of stews in case we need some water, but we do have a canteen. So we're going to go talk to the priest. Is he going to be over at the church? Could talk to the priest about the location, the old monastery, which is optional. That's the old monastery right there. So we can just go straight there. Obviously, we're going to be getting into some trouble if we do that. I might go try talking to the priest here. Let's see if we can find him at least. I'm assuming he's going to be up by the church at most hours of the day. See if we can holler here. Reverend Boswell is at the church. Where is he? Is this him right here? Ah, there it is. Talk to the priest about the location of the old monastery. I'm looking for the old monastery. May I ask what business a decent individual like yourself might have there? Well, I'm looking for Diablejo. You're either very brave or very stupid, but God takes care of fools and drunks all the same. So recently, Mayor Digby asked me to go there, bringing the gospel to those pagan savages more like. They chased me away laughing, and they've dared to settle in the house of God. Blasphemy, sacrilege. Through the Howler's Gap, everyone knows the place. While you're at the new farm, proceed there. Look to the left passage between the rocks, then through the swamp, and you'll be there. Perfect. Okay, so I don't think he actually told us anything. We're going to want to go through Serpent's Pass. I mean, technically, we could go home and come across this way. It might actually be a little bit easier. So yeah, I definitely want to... Let's at least start getting this thing working while we're waiting. We're going to make a bunch of stone bricks here. Beautiful. Stone brick is worth 10 cents, which isn't great. It's 10x is the value over stone, though. But then with the brick, I think we can. We've got like a medium house that we can build if we get 22 of those bricks. Workers Lodge, I think we're eventually going to be able to have people working the farm with us. Sprinkler, etc. Obviously going to be able to make a cairn with the stone bricks. We can make a forge. Smelts ores at a bars and allows to create glass and glass items. Interesting. Can be upgraded by a brick furnace and anvil, making it possible to craft metal parts. So yeah, we're going to have to get into all this. I also kind of want to get into beehive making, and I really want to start looking. I know we've got a lot of new recipes, and I mean, going to the bartender and buying from him is great, but like, we should look into some of these and see which one of these we want to focus on. I feel like we've got so many different plants and stuff that we're taking care of out here, and I just don't want to get to the point where we, you know, have to micromanage it all the time. We constantly have different stuff coming in. I would rather just have like one thing we excel in, focus all of our effort on that, and that's typically going to be the most lucrative, you know what I mean? We could just kind of keep things going. So I want to make sure all of this stuff is all maxed out. Let's take these extra buckets because we don't want those filling up too much space. Put the extra planks in here. The buckets are going to go over in these things so they're ready to go to the market the next time we go. I say we eat one of these stews. That should put us in a pretty good spot. We can drink from our well down here. I'm hoping our plants are going to be okay. I kind of want to focus on the main mission to start. Yeah, they've got decent health here. I think we go for it, dude. I'm a little bit nervous, but let's call for Galapus and let's get the heck out of here. And actually, before we do that, I say let's keep bandages here for sure. We're gonna keep our canteen, but we're gonna move like sticks and all of our items off. Knives, spades, honestly, even food. Right now, we're looking pretty good on food. We're not gonna have to eat again. Gonna craft some extra bandages just in case we get crazy. And then I don't know, oh, there she is right there. So this is our old level 1 revolver, but that's fine. I would rather have multiple weapons that we can work with. So we've got 6 shots there, we've got 5 shots here, we've got plenty of ammo. Honestly, Winchester's getting a little bit low, but that way, if we get ourselves into any trouble or anything, you know, we've got 5 shots with the big dog, and then we can hot swap to this, and we get a couple of different options. So let's head out and see what we can do. High noon, baby. Got a whole second half of the day ahead of us, and I got a feeling we are headed into a lot of danger here. So we're going to go out. We're going to go right. So the priest had said through Howler's Gap. That's Serpent's Pass. I don't know. Is this Howler's Gap or is this Howler's Gap? He did say go through the swamp. So I'm wondering if we want to go this way, actually. Is it going to be back on that side? It kind of looks like there's multiple. It looks like we could cut through here or cut through here. I mean, this one's, oh boy. He said look for a gap in the rocks. We're just gonna go for it. We're gonna see what we can find. Hopefully we're gonna be able to get there. Hopefully we choose the right one and we can take these guys off guard. Pine Lake Rapids, gap in the rocks. I'm gonna try going the right side around, especially because this is kind of over where we saw them before. They were up in that mine up here. We have guys over here. There's a mine. We might be able to find some dynamite in there. Is this the passage through the rocks right here? No, it's gonna be behind us. Okay. Hopefully be able to find a gap in the rocks right here. 170 meters away. Be careful, Galapus. I don't know if it's a good idea to be on the horse. Why is it getting so dark? I feel like this could be a really bad idea, Trev. First sign of movement, we are definitely... I feel like we should be off our horse, dude. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Old monastery, location discovered. Do we just start blasting? Ask around the monastery for Diablejo. Okay. Are you chill? Tell me Diablejo's not actually a bad guy. Cesar Sepulveda Leon de Fuente. How you doing, Cesar? What is this place? It's the old monastery. It's a place of refuge, one could say. We welcome all manner of folks who were dealt some bad cards in life. My name is Cesar Sepulveda Leon de la Fuente. Some folks say I run this place, whatever it means to them. Quite a lengthy name you have, sir. Right, that's the shorter version, though. Easier to remember, so I was told. And you are? Well, I got a farm nearby. Oh, that's you. Quite the surprise. I didn't expect an adventurous type. Just about time for somebody new to kick the anthill. You're welcome to take a look around, shut up, folks. Maybe buy something, too. Just don't go trying anything. The last feller who acted funny around here took a real nasty fall from one of the cliffs. Bad luck it must have been. Wouldn't recommend it. Are we going to get in with the bad guy? Have we been worried about the bad guys this whole time and they weren't actually a problem? I mean, we did shoot a bunch of them once. I don't really see a whole lot of people. Looks like this guy might be a goat farmer. How you doing, sir? Can't talk to you. I'm looking for Diablejo. Is that so? And why would he want to meet you, of all people? I've got some business to discuss. Ho ho, Mr. Fancy Pants businessman. Keeping your secrets is a tool of the trade. But hey, asking it shall be given, right? And honestly, I just want to see what happens. You do know he's a killer, arsonist, thief, and all that, right? Does he also have horns? Muy gracioso. Come here on Wednesday or Saturday at 7 in the evening. Try your luck then. Just make sure to let me know if there's going to be a shootout. I'll pour myself one and stand at a safe distance. Okay. Well, it just so happens that tomorrow is Saturday, which is exciting. So I guess that's going to give us the opportunity to go home and kind of prepare. We could work on our crops and stuff. We also have some other missions that have popped up. Can we? Oh, we can fast travel there now. That's huge. Okay, I'm going to go home. We did have a bank check in the mail, and then we also have, if we take a look at our main quests, this is the one I think we're going to be doing. Get the check from the mailbox. We also have a couple of blacksmith ones that we randomly got like an episode or two ago, so we might take a look at those. But let's see. An old friend sent us quite a gift. Hey there, old friend. How are you faring out there in the Wild West? I hope everything is going well and that farm you bought is just like you dreamed it would be. Listen, that thing happened. Still feel quite bad about it, and I don't want for there to be any bad blood between us, so please accept this check as a token of goodwill and as a bit of help. Don't tell me if you don't need it. A $200 check from an old friend? Bro, what?
$200? She really must be feeling bad about what happened. Now, where can I cash this?
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a bank in town, right? We could try going into town. I don't know that I necessarily need $200 right now, but okay. What in the world happened? Who is this? Why is she sending me money? This would have been really nice to have a while ago before we started, you know, procuring all of our own stuff to be able to sell and everything else. Let me see. So we're going to ask the mayor. Can we holler for him? Is he going to be... Is this the mayor? Is he leaving the mayor's... Where's the mayor at? Mayor!
Anybody here?
He's right out here. How you doing, Mayor Digby? Good to see you. Could I cash this check? This place itself is here. We do have a bank, but as far as a banker, not so much. Why? Walter Whitlock's his name. He left. Didn't really see much opportunity for himself in Bravestand anymore. I'm sure you remember the water thing we got going on. Because of the drought that followed, business really slowed down, so Walter set off to look elsewhere. I don't know if he's gone permanently. Maybe if we figured out this water thing, I could write him and convince him to come back. Interesting. So if we fix the water problem, which we are currently working on, then we might be able to cash that check. Give me one of these crates. Let's also make sure that we've got everything continuing to work. We do a lot of fast traveling now, so, you know, $92 is nice, but that is going to disappear over time, so let's make sure that we're keeping our fast travel ability up here. We've got some extras. We can throw these guys in here. I'm going to put, like, over here. This is going to be, like, our primary mission items. So we're gonna have this $200 check in here. I don't want to end up losing things, you know what I mean? I feel like it would be very easy for me to lose a lot of these things. So we'll put the extra crates in here. We'll take those to market soon. And then like all this stuff, I guess we can leave for here right now. I'm gonna say, let's try to progress as many of our main mission storylines as possible. I know we've got a book from the blacksmith somewhere. I think it might be over. That's all ingredients there. It's got to be over here. We got to have better organization, dude. I want to learn how to make chests and stuff too. That's an old Winchester. I don't know if we're going to be able to fix that up. Shoot, where did I put this? Ah, right here. Okay, so this was another crate that we had for kind of the same reason. But all right, so we've got this blacksmith book. So let's see what we've got going on for quests here. We're going to have to wait to confront Diablejo there. Dynamite we're currently working on. If we get the dynamite, we're going to be able to fix the water situation, and then we're going to be able to get this check taken care of. So now we've got some blacksmith tasks. Read the medieval manuscript. We've also got 3 labors for Sly Fox. Talk to the construction workers. We tried to do that. I feel like that's still broken. It might be updated by now, though. Get the book the blacksmith sent you by mail from the mailbox. Okay, can we do both of these? That might be what's already in our inventory. Let me read this. Okay, Midnight Water, new quest.
Midnight Water? Air of suffering. I'm for sure going to need some help from my neighbors here.
Draw water from a lake or a river at midnight. Okay, that sounds a little bit interesting. Get air from the home of a suffering neighbor and talk to Reverend Boswell to get a piece of earth gathered at a gravesite blessed by a priest. So we're going to get these 3 ingredients to take them back to the blacksmith. Okay, that's really interesting. I'm not going to lie. We can, let's go talk to Lady Maxwell and see if we can get air of the suffering. I'm sorry you're a widow and you just found out that your husband was murdered and hung from a tree, but can I please capture some of your air? Just a weird request for you, ma'am. What is it? How strange could it possibly be? Would you mind if I collected some air here? What? Shows written instructions. A suffering neighbor? Well, I'll be. So what do you suggest, that it would be me? I don't want to presume anything. Then don't. If you be so kind, I'll be honest, this is the weirdest request I've heard in a while. Though, I suppose it won't hurt to allow you. I won't lie, the air in my home probably is heavy with sadness. What is there to be joyful about? I'll talk to Imani. She'll, pack it up for you? We'll figure out a way. Catch her tomorrow. She should have it done by then. Perfect. Okay, air of the suffering is taken care of. It's just freaking weird, dude. Okay, so that's... We're going to come back. Talk to Ruff. I don't think I've seen Ruff in a while, so we're just going to stick with that. We can do that tomorrow. We can wrap that up tomorrow, too, hopefully. And then Blessed Earth, we're going to go talk to Reverend Boswell, who's probably going to be over at the church, so we can fast travel back there. Dude, we have spent so much money on bus passes today. Let's see what he's got going on. How you doing, Rev? Looking for some gravesite stuff. What is it you seek, son? I need a piece of earth gathered from a gravesite blessed by a priest. What kind of circus is this? It is what it is. Can I get some? Well, I don't see anything inherently wrong with it. Go ahead, but I don't know nothing about this. So this is going to be our cemetery back here. Heap of dirt. I'm going to need a shovel, aren't I? Okay, so we're going to fast travel back home. We're going to grab our shovel, and then we're going to go back at it here. Can we... Beautiful. Okay, we're getting a lot of stuff here. We're getting bone, pieces of earth, skulls.
Yeah. I think that's more than enough grave digging for today.
I think we're going to be able to do this at many grave sites. Okay, that's interesting. I was not ready for that. So yeah, we got a piece of earth, we got a bone, we got a skull. I don't really know what we're ever going to use that stuff for, but if we ever need more, we can. I know we could do like bone fragments or whatever, the nails, bone nails. Could you bless this for me, please, sir? What is it now? Come up with another equally nonsensical request? I already told you not to drag me into these dubious matters. Well, I need it blessed. Blessed? No, not a chance. I refuse to dabble in this insane sorcery. Pretty please? I swear you lot are something else. Fine, give it here. Let's get this over with. There you have it. One handful of blessed graveyard dirt. Don't even think about going around telling folks I'm doing such things. Is took the top spot on my list for the most stupid things I've ever heard to bless, followed closely by Florence Digby's pillowcase during her random bouts of insomnia. I wouldn't wish insomnia on anyone. So I guess the last thing here is going to be to draw some water at midnight. And then, of course, we're going to have Lady Maxwell's heir tomorrow as well. So I would say things were very much accomplished today. We had a very busy day. We got her done. Dude, we even got up metal parts and weeds from digging around in that grave. That's pretty good. So I guess now all we could do is kill time. I'm going to grab my sickle. We're going to go through and we are going to collect all of our plants here. We might end up planting some more stuff too. I'm not sure. Pumpkins are almost done, dude. Those have taken so long to grow. That's going to be like close to a week in game. Ripe corn. First time we've done corn. That's kind of cool. Sunflowers aren't done yet. Ripe cucumber. Beautiful.
I reckon I'm learning.
Beets looking all right. We're not going to be able to use the sickle on these, but we can get those. Grapes are almost done. Things are looking fantastic. I did see some comments. People were saying we can do 3x3 plots, and if you water the middle one, everything gets watered. I'm tempted to update that, but I also feel like we're pretty set here. You know what I mean? We could even, I don't know. We might reorganize that. I'm not sure, but I'm not like super worried about that right now. And this is a nice little addition here. So we've got like potatoes. We can put the extra hemp and stuff out here. We could put our extra corn, cukes, beets. So this is going to be all finished products, and then this is going to be all of our seeds that we end up collecting too. I just feel like we're tying up so many loose ends here. Let's look at our recipes, see what we've got going on, see what we should be planting and kind of focusing on, because I did see like the milkshake plus 5 health, 15 hunger and 20 thirst is pretty good. Hunger, thirst. See, like I kind of feel like 100% health and stamina for Shady Cure. We need to get some more valerian, and we need to start making high voltage alcohol. That's pretty good. But the milkshake is just milk and berries. Like we have a lot of those. Like if we got a couple more goats, we could totally make milkshakes for us to be able to take every day. And I feel like if we're in like gunfights and stuff, if you could just hit some milkshakes, get some instant health back, that'd be pretty good. I also did see in the comments, people were saying that we needed a rake. Let me grab some berries here. Of course, all of our berry things are harvested. I really wanted to try to make at least one milkshake just to see how it went. We might have some more berries stored somewhere else. Please tell me we've got some berries in here. Oh my goodness, dude. Okay, so we're not going to be able to make the milk yet, but we did make a 4-star milk, which is interesting. But yeah, I think if we make a rake, might be useful with cleaning up. Okay, that makes sense. Let me stop all this nonsense right now. Let's go ahead and make a rake, then we can get back to the crates. Looks like we're getting a little bit full here, so we're going to make sure we keep these crates coming, make sure we've got everything constantly building and moving forward at all times. We've also got to do the same stuff with our stone. We're going to be able to start getting into stone stuff here soon. Grab the extra stone, get into the stone workshop. Let's go ahead and, oh, we need a hammer over here. We didn't have a hammer. That's my bad. I should have had that thing going there. So we're gonna make 3 wooden hammers. I think we need 4 more sticks to be able to make that happen. We could take these hammers and throw them in here so that we can get these things working. And it does look like the stone goes by pretty quick. Just waiting on our last couple of hammers to finish up here, and then we can throw these in here. So this thing's gonna have a bunch to go for a while. So we're gonna be able to start making stone. So let's grab this rake over here. If she's done, she is. Get this on 5. Perfect. And I think with this guy, this is a new tool. It's a basic tool that we haven't ever used up until this point, but I think this is how we're going to be able to rake up the manure. Ah. Decoration lift error, fix sockets. I'm not even sure what you're talking about there, Willis. But now we're going to have this manure that we're going to be able to turn into compost here. 7 animal crap, throw that in there. We can split this across so it's all working at the same time. And I'm assuming that's going to make compost. I don't know if that's turns organic waste into useful fertilizer. I don't know if that's going to be the same as this stuff over here, just straight up composts, or if it potentially, but I feel like animal waste is going to be better than just like decomposed plants, so we'll see what happens there. And we can leave our little rake over here for now. Let's take some extra seeds, spread these out for the chickens. Don't want these guys going hungry. We could take their eggs. And I guess one of our biggest things is going to be cabbage. If we just give cabbage to the goats, that's going to keep the goats going. So if we get a bunch of goats, we could have a lot more milk, and we can make more of those milkshakes if we decide that's the route we want to go. I don't know. We're going to figure out what food we want. Honestly, at this point, it's also not bad just to buy it because we're already making so much money anyway. Oh, we do have extra berries. Hold on. Okay, let me take this. Dude, this one, I feel like this episode is sporadic thus far, but I'm just trying to figure everything out. So I'm going to take berries, and then we've got milk in here. I think we've got quite a few different types of milk. Beautiful. And we're going to be able to make a bunch of milkshakes here. We'll see how that works out for us. Get the fat on the tannery. Let's get our stone. I think the stone is going to be really quick to finish up. So let's make sure that we've always got more stone coming in. Put the finished product in here. And I'm going to say, let's spend out the rest of the day. We just got to wait. We got to get some water at midnight. And we got to talk to Diablejo at 7 p.m. tomorrow. So we're going to do a little bit of hunting, a little bit of gathering. Maybe check our traps, cut down some trees. And let's see if we can make it till midnight. We do have to be careful with our energy, though. I'm hoping that those coffee shots are going to give us more energy. Really banking that this is gonna work. The coffee shots are gonna work. I mean, there's no way we were gonna make it to midnight otherwise, so we just gotta hope. Anytime you're doing major physical activity like chopping down trees, obviously that's gonna burn your energy a little bit faster, so I just wanted to get a few of these just so our woodworking can continue throughout the night. I mean, that's truthfully, we are just a woodworker. That's what we are. We aren't really like a cowboy or anything. Oh, can't see anything there. Holy cow, we're getting blue crazy vision here, but we're a woodworker. That's how we're making money, and I'm okay with that as long as we keep the bills paid. That's all that really matters. Got another thing set up here for sticks. We've got everything organized nicely. So these are going to be, these are wood logs. All of these are planks, sticks now. That looks good. We can't really see anything, Trev. Really gonna hope that this works. Where are these coffee shots? Can I drink one of these? It does. It's not a ton though, so if we want to stay awake till midnight, I'm gonna drink a couple of those. Okay, we are gonna be able to make it beautiful. Somehow that worked out. Dude, this is really creepy at night. Where's my we've got 2 lanterns and I can't find either one of them. Where's my lantern? Where's my lanta? That's not it. I think this is our original lantern here. Perfect. Okay, so we've got a lantern. We're gonna be fine. I kind of want to, I think you could set up lanterns all around the camp, so obviously that would be really nice. Now we do need to make something here, so we're gonna have to make a water flask to be able to get this water at midnight. I don't want to use our normal flask because I use that for normal reasons. So we're gonna need 2 leather and 1 iron bar, which should be easy. I know we've got a lot of iron bars over here, so we're gonna split these down so we have just 1. I'm also pretty sure we have extra leather in here. I know we've got leather at the tannery. Is it over here? Yes, extra leather. Perfect. So we can grab 2 of these. And we're gonna ask this guy to chill out on crates for a minute, and we can make ourselves a new watering flask and get back to it. Just gonna make sure we've got all of these all set up to continue working throughout the night, so we're gonna be able to make more money money tomorrow, and then I'm gonna say let's definitely continue making more stone. Whoa, we've got a lot of stone, dude. Holy cow. Okay. I didn't realize that's how much stone we were making. This stack is worth $1. That's pretty good. $1 out of a penny worth of stone. That's solid. So let's take all these and we can get these in here. Technically, we could build ourselves a new house. I'm not going to do that yet, but that's definitely on the horizon. And in the meantime, I mean, we're probably good to do a little bit more. I need to make myself a new axe. Flint axe is going to be 1 flint and 3 sticks, which shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, I think I'm going to do a little bit more logging, and we're just going to play it really safe and make sure that we can make it to midnight. All right, so we didn't even really get to take down any trees because our axe died. So I took care of all of our plants here. We have our first 3-star pumpkin, which is kind of exciting. I don't know what we're going to end up doing with that, but I'm going to get everything reorganized here. I don't see that we have any extra pumpkin seeds, so we can throw these over here. I did place down some new cabbage. Oh shoot, we've got some extra compost here. Extra weed we can throw in that. I guess the compost we'll put somewhere else. It's 11:30, so it looks like we're gonna make it. I'm gonna drink one more coffee shot here just to make sure that we're good to go. Let's come over here. I'm imagining, okay, so we've got all of our new axes as well as this water flask here. So I'm gonna put that over there. I'm gonna take all of these extra axes. I mean, I guess we could just kind of keep these somewhere over here for now. I feel like we're constantly having to make axes, so I just kind of wanted to get ahead of it. Now that I look at it, I don't know if we needed to make another thing, but it's fine. It's already partially full. We're going to be all right. Might be doing a little bit too much because I don't know that we needed that, but that's not going to stress about it. It's just a couple of animal hides. We have plenty of those. So we can't put the compost here. And then this has all of our tools in it. Let me take compost out. Let's keep our watering can in here because we never need that anytime that we're not here, and we could just throw some compost in here for now. So that takes us to midnight here, 11:50 p.m. Little bit nerve-wracking to be out here. I don't know what is gonna happen. Let's check our quest, make sure we're doing this right. Draw water from a lake or river at midnight. Approach a body of water closely and draw water using your flask. Okay, sounds good to me. I'm gonna try to drink. Nope, can't drink all this water. Really worried something's gonna come popping out here, but I think we're gonna be fine. Okay, can we... Midnight water, beautiful. Wait, hold on. I actually think it did get rid of our task. Bottle of midnight water. Will I grow a third hand if I drink this stuff? Okay, sweet. So it did take up our task. We made the right move there. We already had everything prepared, and I'm going to say that's a job well done. I'll see you guys in the morning. I mean, we've got an option to sleep in. I might try. I don't know what time sleeping in is. I think waking up early is like 5, and then you have the choice to wake up at 6 a.m. Day 12, Saturday, almost 2 weeks into this. We're waking up at 7:30. My goodness, what a sleep in this has been, baby. But we should have a lot of progress over here, looking good. Should have a lot of logs that we've been sawing all night here, both figuratively and literally, and we're going to get everything cooking again. Then I think it's going to be time to go see about that air ingredient. I just feel so bad about this, dude. Like, new widow's air. Kind of a weird request here, but this is going to be our third and final ingredient for the blacksmith, and then it is Saturday, and I'm pretty sure he said come back at 7 p.m. on Saturday. I'm hoping that's right. We're going to have to double check that just to make sure we're good. But as Lady White Maxwell talked to you about the oh, it's about that? The air from our house? Yeah, precisely. I have to say, just between you and I, she does sometimes ask for some odd things, but this one takes the cake. Either way, here you go. I set this jar on the table for the night and closed it tight as I could in the morning. Okay, perfect. So we've got all of our ingredients, and we're going to be able to go back to the blacksmith and deliver all this. We should also have a bunch of stuff we're going to be able to sell in town. To be honest, I feel like we should leave... I don't know. I'm tempted to sell everything. I'm also tempted to leave some stuff here because if we end up dying or getting captured or anything, I feel like they're going to end up robbing us, but we might as well do it. Actually, you know what? I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to leave all that stuff here just to be extra safe. Like even our knife, our axe, our lantern. We aren't going to go fight him yet. Water flask we're probably going to need for the day. Bandages, all this stuff we're going to need for sure. But okay, so we've got the jar of air of suffering. We have a piece of the earth that's been dug up from a graveyard and blessed, and we've got a bottle of midnight water. So we're going to be able to take these three things. we're going to head into town and we're going to provide them to the blacksmith. Technically, I think, is town going to be closed? Okay, now only some things are closed. Who's closed on the weekends? Have I lost my mind? So the sheriff is open all the time. This one's got to be closed on the weekends. Yeah, locked door. Okay. Got all your ingredients, sir. Hey, finally. Damn it. Where'd you get all these? Let me see. Air is suffering just as was foretold. Oh, I can feel how potent it is even through the glass. That neighbor of yours must really have some heartache. The midnight water, too. I can imagine you fought many a ferocious wolf while getting this one. And the peace the earth gathered at the gravesite blessed by a priest. Was that by the hand of good old Reverend Boswell, perchance? Thank you so much for your dedication to the cause, the great house Blackwood Apprentice. Allow me to hereby bestow upon ye a book detailing the construction of your own forge. No, but for real, thank you so much, my man. This made me feel finally worthy of calling myself a blacksmith. If you ever need anything to do for you, I will gladly get my hands dirty. Before I go, I think there'll be one more thing I'll ask of you, but I'll need to do some research now. I'll send you a letter once I figure it out. All right? Sounds good to me. Let's see what he's got going on in stock. He's going to be over at the forge if we want stock. That's fine. Looks like we're hungry. You got my gun here? It's going to be ready today at 9:30, so we're not quite ready yet. In that case, I think we can go to the saloon for a quick bite. How you doing, sir? Good to see ya. I'm going to need some food here. I'm going to get this stewed just because I feel like that's going to fill us up and give us a little bit of water for our situation. Beautiful.
Fills the gut, leaves the soul waiting.
And we do have a book here on how to unlock the forge. So obviously that's going to be our next thing. We've been working on stone and other stuff, so we're going to have to start working on metal parts and whatever else. So that was a pretty good one there. Let me see in terms of quests. Now, it did say, get the book the blacksmith sent you by mail from the mailbox. I don't think I've seen that. 7 p.m. at the old monastery, Wednesday or Saturday evening. We're going to do that tonight. And obviously, this is going to help us out with this. So we're going to be able to get the dynamite. So we're going to be able to fix the river. I don't know that there's much else we can do right now. I really want to see what they're talking about. The book sent in the mail. I don't remember getting a book. Let me check all of my things. We're waiting for my weapon to be done so that we can grab our pistol. And honestly, if we've got a meeting with Diablejo tonight, that's probably a pretty good idea. We've got the $200 check there. Unless we haven't claimed it yet. Is it potentially still in the mail? Yeah, I don't have anything here. Saloon stock running low. I'm not worried about that. Food for animals. Oh, this one's gonna be good. If we can get 20 wheat and 20 corn, which I think we have, we're going to be able to get high quality hammers and stainless steel axes. That's actually incredibly solid. We've got 10 corn here, so we want to plant some corn. Give me my corn seeds immediately. I know we've got plenty of wheat. Let me put down some compost. Then we're going to be taking our corn. We're going to get some corn out here. Be able to get this one going. I do think we're going to need some more corn seeds, though, so we're going to work on that. Let me grab my ooh, ripe sunflowers. Let me see if we can use our scythe for that. And then we're also going to need our watering can. Ooh, nope, that's not corn. Okay. We're definitely going to go get some more corn seeds when we go back into town. But let's make sure all this stuff is watered up. And actually, just kidding. We're not going to be able to get corn seeds when we go into town because it's the weekend. So that's fine. We're going to be okay. But we do know that we want to keep working on these mailbox requests. Let me finish these plants here. Dude, there's so much bouncing around on this one. I'm sorry. But I'm going to finish these plants, and then we're going to go keep looking for that book that it's talking about. Dude, the butterflies coming out of the plants are so freaking cool. Okay, grapes are looking good. We're going to have some grapes ripening tomorrow, which is going to be interesting. I wonder, we haven't really gotten into any of the alcohol making. I'm wondering, that's probably where we're going to be able to make the most money. Like, let's start a winery, and let's start making some wine, start making some heavily distilled spirits and things like that. I did end up planting quite a bit of cabbage just because that works for our rabbits, works for our goats, kind of works for everything. So I feel like that's an ultimate item to make sure we're always hanging on to. And can we grab some sunflowers here? Beautiful. Okay, all done. We got some sunflower seed, and is that it? It doesn't give you anything besides, so we just planted seeds and water them nonstop to be able to get more seeds? That's all you do? That seems a bit silly, but okay, I guess I mean, technically you could make money on that, but I just don't really see the need for that. So, like I said, we need to focus on not just farming anything and everything we can and focusing on the avenues that we actually want to go. Ooh, 5-star pumpkin for coffee seed. I think, do we have a 5-star pumpkin? We've got a 3-star pumpkin. Coffee seed would be nice. Those coffee shots were nice. Iron bars for my creations. I think this is the one it's referring to. We might be able to knock this out. This is probably a waste of iron bars, but it's fine. We've got plenty of money. This is, what, like $15 worth of iron bars? So if I give him that, I can take this book, take these, take this. Read the book on unlocking the strange sculpture. If I read this, decide where in town exactly you want to build it. Interesting. So we're going to be able to build a sculpture in town. And what is this sculpture going to take is the question. 5 iron bars and 5 wood boards. I mean, we could do that. We got to go back to town in a second anyway. I say we go. Oh, we've got a bunch of different spots that we could put it. I would think right at the entrance of town, right? Or maybe there's a spot over by his blacksmith area, but I feel like this is going to be it right here, right at the entrance to town. I like this. Okay, I don't have a freaking hammer on me, bro. Let's grab this thing here. We can go back to town. Dude, it's a good thing we're making money now because we're really wasting money, fast traveled all over the place, but it's better than, you know, being stuck and taking forever to go back and forth from town. So we're going to make this guy in here. I mean, it's kind of cool. It's kind of hidden by the what's it called? The bushes. It told me the wrong number of bars. It's fine. We're going to go buy a bar from him. It definitely had the wrong number of bars, and they were put over on the others, the planks part. So I'm going to buy, let's just buy a bunch of bars here just in case we need them back at the house. I'm going to buy the honey extractor. Let's sell him all this stuff here. Let's finish up this sculpture with a couple more iron bars. All right. Beautiful. Talk to Mayor Digby to get your reward for building the statue. That sounds good to me. And then we're also, since we're here, we might as well talk to the sheriff because I think our gun upgrade is going to be done. I'm curious, how many times are we going to be able to upgrade this thing? We can do it again. Improved. I mean, I kind of want to take this with me tonight with Diablejo, but let's keep this thing going. Over and over and over. Eventually, we're going to have an absolute beast in here. I love it. I'm also going to buy a little bit of Winchester ammo. I feel like we're kind of low on that. We'll take 25 shots. I'm going to take some pistol ammo as well, just to have a little bit extra there. I don't know. What happens if we somehow lose this Winchester? We only have one of these. Do we lose it for good, or how does that work? We got 8 hours to kill before we got to go see Diablejo, which I'm really excited about. How you doing, Clark? Good to see you. Anything new in store? I'm just going to go ahead and get some stew here. As always, appreciate you. This is my favorite stew in town, and it's the best because I actually don't have to work hard for my food.
Like food. That's enough.
We're making enough money, working hard enough in other places that we don't have to worry about it. And Mayor Digby, how you doing, buddy? I built that statue that you wanted. Already? Aren't you fast? Ha! I'll take a stroll to see that creation of yours. Here's $10. I don't know how much, but any boost to town's morale is much appreciated. Good job. I feel like we'd all use some change in scenery, even if it's just one statue. Alrighty. So that checks another box here. My goodness, dude. We are going through a bunch of quests now, so again, Maxwell, we're working on this. We're going to go see Diablejo. We're going to try to get her dress back. With that, we're going to be able to get the dynamite. With the dynamite, we're going to be able to fix the river, which hopefully we're going to be able to hire a new banker and be able to get our money out of this $200 check. We want to build a forge on the farm. We're going to worry about that later. Obviously, that's going to be a whole day of planning things out. I also want to build a new good house and things like that. We can try to talk to the construction workers about the booze, but we've tried that multiple times, and to be honest, I'd rather focus on Diablejo right now. So I think what I'm going to do is, since we've been away from town home for so long, the farm for so long, I think we're going to make sure that everything is in ship shape. We want to make sure that we've got plenty of wood, plenty of stuff being made, just in case stuff hits the fan with Diablejo. I want to make sure we've got enough of a base that we could continue with our life, and we're not going to be in dire straits, and we're just going to kind of wait things out until he's ready to tango at 7 p.m. All right, so we have been a busy bee all... Oh, shoot, I think I just deleted that trunk. Sometimes you swing at the tree and it deletes the trunk underneath, and then I'm not sure that the tree grows back, so it's unfortunate, but that's okay. But yeah, we've been a busy bee all day. We have all of everything is all caught up. All of our little furniture crafting business, all of everything is all good to go. I'm collecting some extra trees here just while we wait, and we've got some new organizations set up. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's fine. So if you guys remember this little trunk that we found all the way over in the blueberry bushes in the first episode, it had like some little items in it. This is going to be our inventory trunk here, so everything that I don't want to take to Diablejo, we're going to leave in here, and then this is going to be our high value items crate. some of the random stuff that we don't come across as much. So that all looks good there. Let's go ahead and get the final wood in here. Let's make sure that all of these are maxed out on their future drops. Dude, look at this. We've got 32 chairs ready to go right now. We've got a bunch of these. Look at all of the stone that we have. Just absolutely insane. This is all that we're bringing. So we've got a rifle, we've got our pistol, we've got our milkshakes that we made. They're going to give us health, hunger, and thirst. I'm going to say let's make sure that we are fully maxed out on hunger and thirst to start. Let's go ahead and eat this, and then we can drink from our well. We do have a lantern here that obviously we're going to use, especially if it starts to get late at night. And then apart from that, we've got some bandages and some ammo. That's it. So if we end up getting in trouble and we lose stuff, we're going to be fine. Even if he robs us blind, we're going to have plenty of stuff in the backlog here that we're going to be able to use to sell. So I think we're good to go. Really, the last thing I would say is probably drink some of these just to give us a little extra energy. That should be, I don't know how long this is going to be. I'm going to get us a lot of extra energy just in case we're out late at night. I don't want to end up getting in a situation where we're falling over tired, and we're going to head over there. We've got 50 minutes to get there. And we're going to confront Diablejo for the first time. Ooh, it's dark, dude. And technically we could have fast traveled there, but I honestly forgot that it was a fast travel point, and I just kind of wanted to make it seem a little bit more epic. We need like the old Western music. Do, do, do. Here we go. 6:40 p.m. We're about to meet this enemy for the very first time. I am really curious if he actually is the enemy or not. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he could be misunderstood. We could be joining teams. I don't know what's going to happen. Oh, he's in here, dude. Diablejo. And he's wearing... Dude. Look at the chest hair and everything. How you doing, buddy? Well, well, would you look at that? Our newest neighbor, the New Yorker, ain't that right? Allow me to kindly welcome you into our humble abode, amigo. I know why you're here. The Maxwells, huh? Ain't that rich? You're running errands for just about anyone, aren't you? No matter how stained their hands. What do you mean? Oh, our dear Lady Maxwell did not see it fit to mention that during your little neighborly talks, did she? Living here, you'll need much more perceptiveness, young one. Surprised? How do you think that family of hers earned such a fortune, eh? Slavery, amigo, slaves. Work of which bought every single bow in little Josephine's hair and dress. But if that does not bother you, then $50 cash. What's done is done, but the money might yet buy us the booze we need to forget our own misery. No one comes to live in the commune of freaks, as they call us, because their previous life. Yeah, I'll give you $50, bro. I don't care. That's it. Pathetic. And exactly the type of person that Maxwell Broad likes surrounding herself with. My congratulations, Slaver's lapdog. I mean, I gotta get the dynamite, dude. I don't know what else to tell you. There you go. Hope Miss Josephine enjoys it just as she enjoys everything else she didn't have to work for. We're done here. Get lost. Before I decide that farm of yours could use another fiery reset. Okay. Interesting. Diablejo, the flamboyant bandit. Well, we got it done. Is he gonna be closed? He's closed for the night. We're gonna have to see them. What time does he open? Not open on Sundays. Holy cow, we're gonna have to wait for 2 days. Well, that was interesting. Okay, Diablejo, not exactly what I was expecting. Also, a lot nicer than I thought. I thought we were gonna be getting into some sort of a shootout there, but no, he just enjoys wearing women's clothing, and more power to him. You know, I agree. I don't necessarily like what they're doing over there and the way that they have made their fortune, but I'm just trying to be a good neighbor. State Farm is there, you know what I mean? T-Mart's there, so I don't know. Maybe we're going to end up joining sides with him eventually. He got his money, we got the dress. We're going to be able to turn this dress in for some dynamite, and hopefully we're going to be able to save the town's water problem. Just trying to make all the connections here that we can. So I'm going to see you guys in our next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to keep working on these main missions. I also think it might be time to look into some of the other options. We could potentially build a house. We could potentially build a forge, build a cairn, start looking at beehives and honey extractors and things. It's going to be pretty cool. So I'll see you guys there. Peace out. Actually, just kidding. I don't think we're going to have to wait until Monday because it's Sunday and we found the tailor outside of church. I'm here about that dress. And how may I help you with that? Well, it needs repair. Absolutely. I'll be getting to it right away. Just, I gave the dress to him. Oh, how else could a man of my trade hope to gain but a speck of his affection? I had to do it. Sure, label me a thief or a liar, but there are some things in life stronger than fear or wait, so is the tailor trying to get in his pants? Given my situation, I could not hope to ask you to understand, but I have one humble request. Please do not embarrass me further than I already have myself. It's not my place to judge. We got it all figured out, don't you worry. Thank you, although I still feel like I should try to patch up any damage I've done. I see the dress is in rather terrible shape. Please let me repair it and have it delivered to you free of charge. Kind of think of it, there's one thing you could possibly do to help me. I need some cotton and my suppliers run out. Damn this drought. Here, take these seeds. Once you've grown some cotton, please send it through your mailbox. Okay. Dude, so he gave Diablejo that dress to try to impress him, to try to get with him. This is all going off the rails here. We want to send him some cotton. He needs 5 cotton. I think we might have that, to be honest. Oh, don't tell me. I thought we planted this for sure. Did we just have the seeds? We've got 10 seeds, and he's got the other 5 seeds. I thought for sure we had planted this before, dude. Please tell me somehow. No cotton in there. That's valerian. Oh, I really thought we were going to have it. Yeah, it's nowhere to be found. I'm very happy we were able to find him now rather than later on where we would still have to plant it later. So we're going to make sure... Oh, this is already composted. Bet. So let's go ahead and throw some cotton down. This is going to take 60 hours to ripen. I'm going to say let's do all the cotton we can just in case he needs a little bit extra. Especially since this takes so long to grow. So this time I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to grind this out. We're going to see if we can get this cotton to grow, fix this dress up, be able to get the dynamite, be able to solve the situation with the river. I'll see you guys there. Peace out.